Hello? Hello? Mind Over Mania, how you doing? Hello? Hello? Great, awesome. Ugh. How may I be of service? super.
I'm just gonna watch this.
You wanna watch it?
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
Show them what I do.
What up?
Can I show them what I do?
I can't hear you. What?
Can I show them what I do right here?
Yes.
Me.
The cameras are over here. Though.
Me and you. I am. No.
All right, go watch your show, please.
Goodbye,
Love you.
Dad. I love you.
Yeah, free readings, yeah. I have the time, yeah. Off and on, 4 years total. Over the period of like the last 15 years, I've over the last 15-20 years of my life, I've done about 4 years of tarot reading. I don't stick with it too long. That's the reason is because I have ADHD. If it doesn't have a constant reward, I'll get distracted and find something else to do. Because life is all about rewarding, you know. Of course, you have to earn it, right, and hard work and all that stuff. But if you're not like rewarded or earning anything, then what's the point? And what would you like a reading about? Yeah, no, I need a target, like destination, you know, or like a plot or something. I need something to build off of. Your dreams? Yeah, what's up? Let's see, dreams, huh? Tell me. Because right now, everybody's feeling weird. The weather's weird. The astrology's weird. No moon in Cancer this year, so as a Cancer, I'm like, blah. I'm so fucking sick and tired of Capricorn shit. I can't wait till Pluto leaves Capricorn for good for like fucking 200 years or whatever.
Need inspiration? Shop City Market for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond like digital coupons worth over 60.
So that means we have to wait till 2025 for cancer to get rejuvenated with its home.
More savings and more inspiring flavors make City
And since the moon is so close to us and everybody gets a turn at the moon, right? So like the moon changes to all the different signs like once or twice a month, right? Something like that.
City Market, fresh for everyone.
So everybody gets a turn on the moon. Just like everybody gets a turn with the sun, right? When the sun's in their sign or whatever. That's Leo's planet though. If Leos weren't so arrogant and so full of themselves, I might like them a little more. I've had Leo roommates, and my mom's a Leo. I have Moon in Leo, so yeah, I know. All right, here we go. Mind over mania. Dreams. What's going on with their dreams? Well, the direct first answer to your question with your dreams is Six of Wands in reverse. So there's something going on with the spiraling out and spiraling in, because six is a spiral in. That's what the symbol is. Like even in native, they have the different spirals they write on the caves or on like cliffs or whatever. And if you notice, sometimes it'll start from the top and spiral down, and some of them will start from the bottom and spiral up. So that's like obviously 6 and 9. You see what I'm saying? So if the 6 in reverse is a 9, and not spiraling out has to do with like your right hand, which is like your projection or the energy you're putting out in the world, or your character or who you are, kind of thing. Your projection is a 9 of Wands. So we have the 9 of Wands twice, essentially, right? Because a 6 upside down is a 9, and a 9 upside down is a 6. And then in your left hand, what you're pulling towards you. So maybe this has to do with a lack of understanding who you are and serving others too much. Maybe that might be an issue. Left hand, what you pull towards you, what you really truly desire, is King of Cups in reverse. So maybe your perceptions are a little astrewed, or it's not your fault because society plays a part, and you know, media and your news or where you get your information plays a part in who you are and what your perception is. But maybe we have an inverted reality of what we want, and your dreams are being affected by that. Because right now with Neptune and Pisces at a climax and all that, there's a lot of discernment with the astral or like spiritual or abstract of the self. So it can be quite confusing. One thing means one, it leads to another, but then it's opposite and all that and this and that. It's confusing, crossroads, whatnot. No path leads to where you want to go. You have to like maze your way through life. And then the subconscious here is the 4 of Cups in reverse. So I'm seeing a life of pouring out your emotions. It could be a bad thing, or like you were told that or taught that. The subconscious 4 of Cups in reverse is reserved and not wanting to contemplate. It's like allowing the shadow to dominate and stay in the shadows, kind of thing. And then you're soul message is the world with the 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. So there may be potential conflicts going on, but it doesn't really affect you directly, specifically. Caught up in the world maybe a little too much and daydreaming, and that might be affecting your dreams too. There might be a lot of inner reflection, outer reflection with your dreams too, and trying to figure out the big picture of what it could mean and how it ties to what's going on in your life. Look, your right hand is you're defensive and protective. Like I said, people seem like they're coming at you maybe, but it's not. It's not real. It might be bots. It might be just words people throw out and don't mean, like when they're drunk or whatever, or when they're high or whatever. So as far as your dreams, I would not let them impact your life in a negative way with stress or worry or fear, and more of a preparation, understanding kind of perception. So instead of seeing things as like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do, see things as like, I know what not to do, or I know what my options are. So don't let it bring you down, kind of thing, right? Panicked. Yeah, so like I said, you're being caught up and entangled with the world's web, with social media or social interactions. Enjoy the little things in your life in abundance, and be glad you're not in a worse place than you are, I guess, maybe.
And go big, like a million orders big.
The more you relax and you let stress go, the more your dreams will alleviate and be more in alignment with what you really want. Like I said, you have your left hand, what you really want and desire is upside down. You have an upside down perception or a misconstrued thing that you probably won't figure out for like 6 months to a year. So you're in a transition period like everyone else. And I'm in a cocoon phase right now. And I'm starting to break out. But it's going to take about, I think, till November or December for me. Somewhere around there. Unemployed, so it's been stressful. Oh, okay. If you remember the movie Inside Out? I don't know if you've seen that kid's movie Inside Out. When she finally cries and they're like, oh, now we know why sadness is in the human brain. Sadness is in the human brain to reach out and get connection to the right people that, you know, you trust or whatever, and get the help when you need it. So it's a useful thing to be sad or lonely, because then you'll act accordingly to, you know, get the benefits or what you really need. Yeah, that's what it says right here. The 4 of Cups in reverse and your subconscious. That's what this is. Right now, it seems like you're all happy 10 of Cups in the life, and like there's a lot you should be grateful for, but there's some subconscious, you know, where the dream realm lives, right? It lives in our subconscious. So there's some subconscious connection here with like feeling like you have to defend yourself because there's so much expectations, or people are like not allowing you to make mistakes, something like that. Musician? Oh, okay. Yeah, being a musician is tough because you have to be perfect, right, to be successful, pretty much, or almost perfect. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure there to be successful. Well, you can't survive as a musician in the way you were doing it, right? So back to the drawing board. In the meantime, while you're doing the drawing board, you have to do something to survive. So just see it as like, I'm going back to the drawing board and I gotta work and survive while I'm out doing my drawing board and figure out where I'm going. Well, I try to be on point. I mean, that's the point. To be on point. Well, here's your good news. You want your soul destiny and all that good stuff. You're gonna figure it out. There might be some adventurous conflict you have to get over, and it's not conflict like you're not prepared for, or like you're gonna get in trouble, or get something bad, you're gonna go to jail or something stupid like that, or persecuted or anything like that. No, but like, you know, you gotta fight for what's yours, or fight for your future, or whatever. And then you got the Three of Wands here after that, and then the Queen of Pentacles, and then there's love turmoil after that. But we all go through that. Everyone goes through love turmoil in all relationships, and I don't care who. Oh, you guys been married 50 years. How'd you do it? We don't tell other people about our personal shit. That's how they did it. They dealt with it, well, you know, together. They still fought and whatever. There's a guy in your dreams? Is it like a shadow person? Do you get like a masculine or feminine energy from them, presence? You know, like nurturing or more dominating? Or more fierce? Or aggressive? Oh, like, oh, so you actually see their face and everything. It's not a shadow person. All right, you know each other. Is this like a intimate relationship thing we're talking about? We know of each other. Well, then there's a lesson there. There's something valuable, like spiritually there. That means, like, I don't know what that lesson could be. That would depend on what kind of conversations you guys have. Something to learn from this person. If they're a bad or negative person, then there's something karmically you need to learn about. Maybe something in the past from you, even a past life that you need to contemplate and stick in your mind for a little bit. Spirit's trying to tell you, or the universe, or whatever, energy, to help you upgrade or advance as a person. Because you know, negative things don't show up unless there's some kind of use in the, or they don't call it negative, they call it or cat what's the word I'm looking for? It has to do with circumstance, pretty much. All right. So anybody else looking for a reading? I'm gonna move on. What do we got here? There's a lot going on here. Okay. Phantom Punk. If you're there, Ethos. Oh, Phantom, you're here. Okay. It was Phantom Punk first. I scrolled back up to chat. I have. I'm on the restream, so I'm on YouTube and Twitch, so I can see both chats on one chat with the
ones like you working
program.
tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly
All right, what's up, Phantom Punk? How may I be of service?
Granger's here for you with professional grade supplies. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it.
General reading on what I can expect soon.
With the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card, earn unlimited 2% cash back on purchases you want, like dance lessons. And on what you need, like memory foam inserts. That's real life ready. Visit wellsfargo.com/active cash. Terms apply.
All right, here we go.
Dad, my tablet won't work.
Come here, bring it here. If you missed anything on ads, guys, if you're listening, if you see the ads on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch and you're like, I don't want to watch ads, you can go to YouTube. I do not have ads on right now with YouTube. Twitch doesn't pay you through views. They pay you through ad revenue. Like, I can get 50,000 views on a video on Twitch that is old, and I won't get paid for it. Twitch is live. You have to be live, so the ads have to be live. On YouTube, though, I can put the ads on after I'm live. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like, but that's why I'm streaming on both platforms. So like, if you're like, I can't watch you with all these ads, well, go to my YouTube. There's no ads there. You know what I mean? That makes sense. I understand. Ethos. All right, Phantom, you're back. Okay. Phantom Punk. What was it again? General reading, roughly? I can't remember. Expect soon. That's right. All right. So yeah, Phantom. If you didn't hear that, if you don't want ads, go to my YouTube. There's no ads on my YouTube. I'm live there too right now. And if you don't know what it is, there's a little link on Twitch down below in the video. There's a little tiny word that says YouTube, and it's gray. Click on that. All right, cool. Okay, here we go. Phantom Pump on Twitch. Journal reading on what to expect soon. All right, so your first answer to your question, the direct answer right here is Four of Cups with the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Son of Swords. And the Son of Wands. I don't know who you're dealing with. I don't know if there's a three-way fight coming. I don't know if there's some kind of rebirth, because you have death right now where you are in your life. Are you going through some kind of metamorphosis or rebirth of some kind, transformation? But yeah, the answer to your question here, Four of Pentacles in reverse is an unstable or a broken bond or breaking of bonds or breaking of connections. And then the Four, there's a rat, somebody's a rat. Four of Cups, there's a rat involved, somebody's playing sides, manipulating people, trying to get on top for some reason. There's two people involved, Son of Swords and Son of Wands. I would assume the Son of Wands is the culprit, because that's the snake, right? But I don't know, it could be the other way around. The owl looks like it's flying down towards the snake, so I don't know. Your subconscious has the Chariot, which is Cancer, which is a stable ride with emotions. You're fine with subconscious. Your right hand is the Ten of Wands, which is a heavy burden you're carrying, you feel like, with this transformation or your metamorphosis that you're going through. For some reason, you're pulling towards you the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you want to get out of poverty, maybe, or out of debt or something, or out of servitude of some kind, maybe, or out of this contract. I don't know.
With savings on low prices, like digital coupons worth
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors makes.
Well, look at this. After this, the Son of Wands, there's the Five of Swords in reverse, which could be a good thing, which means maybe after this is all said and done, after the conflict, whatever fight is about to ensue, you'll find out that there's a Daughter of Swords in reverse as the reason why it did, or the way it played out the way it played out. So somebody, or a female version, or it could be a man or whatever, but a feminine presence is not being honest and not telling the truth about what's really going on in their life that you are involved with in some way. And that's the reason why everybody's gonna end up going through this problem or breakup or conflict or whatever. Yeah, somebody's not telling the truth about their feelings or their what they're thinking, and it's not the ones fighting. It's they're the person. They're the reason people are fighting. But honestly, I think you're gonna be fine as long as you stick your nose to your grindstone of making it through this phase of your life, trying to play it safe as you can and not play sides. Don't tell people what they want to hear. If you can't tell them something that, like, if you don't want to tell them something and you just want to tell them something they want to hear, don't say nothing at all instead. Don't do that. Just be like, I don't know. Try to play dumb as much as you can. And let the tides pass over and rough up the crash into the whatever's gonna happen, and don't be where it's gonna crash, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't be there when it all goes down. Be there to pick up the pieces and say, oh, you know what? A tarot reader told me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to pull an animal spirit for that. Alright, Phantom Punk, here you go. A real quick oracle card for you. You got the crow. Crow says, all right, here we go, crow. Spiritually strong, creative, watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic. A crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye, the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and a regular self-study. When you're in balance, you're psychic, strong, and clear. When you're out of balance, you're ungrounded and you're hypersensitive. So bringing yourself into balance, daily meditation practice. Oh yeah, and if you missed anything, you can, on YouTube, if you go to my YouTube, you can rewind it and control the videos, unlike Twitch. Live, you see what I'm saying? You can do it live, like right now. You can go rewind it right now. Yeah, I finished Echo. Ethos, what's up? How may I be of service? Okay. The Necronomicon? Not exactly, but kind of, yes. Donald Tyson and Stokes. That's what it says. In the early 20th century, legendary horror writer H.P. Lovecraft described an ancient tome as the unmentionable Necronomicon of the mad Arab Abdul al-Hazred, a book which I had never seen, but of which I had heard monstrous things whispered. In the early 21st century, bestseller author Donald Tyson wove the myriad rumors and whispers of Lovecraft's dread grimoire into the epic fantasy novels Necronomicon and Al-Hazred. I can't say that. Al-Hazred? I don't know if I say that. Intended as a trilogy, this tarot completes Tyson's formidable work. The Necronomicon tarot brings the phantasmagoric desert wanderings of Al-Hazred to life in a stunningly visceral deck and companion book. 78 captivating illustrations by fantasy artist Anne Stokes capture the mythic and monstrous world of Tyson's Necronomicon while remaining true to the underlying structure and tradition of tarot. Prepare to enter a world where the accused and tormented poet wanders in search of the greatest and darkest magic, divination with the dead. So if you read the Emerald Tablets of Thought, I think it's like tablets 3, 4, and 5, maybe 6 as well. This is illustrating that for you. It illustrates those general historical, according to the Emerald Tablets. It generally illustrates what was going on as best as it can, like with the imagination and stuff. From that deck? Okay.
Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. Like that, let's put it online and see what happens stage.
And the site is live.
That we opened a store and setup stage.
You're all set.
That counted up and shipped around the globe stage.
This one's going to finally.
And that, wait, did we just hit 1 million orders? Revenue stage? Businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/YouTubeaudio.
All right, here we go. Ethos Universe. In what way are you a neurodivergent man? Neurodivergent man. So if you look up what neurodivergent means, they generally use it for autistic people, but neurodivergent means someone who thinks abstractly, or their brain works abstractly, or like not abnormal, kind of like. Let me pull it up. I'll pull it up so I can tell you exactly what it means. Hold on. non-medical term that describes people whose brains developed or work differently for some reason. This means the person has different strengths and struggles from people whose brains develop or work more typically. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 9 years old. Well, then you'd be a neurodivergent because your brain isn't a normal functioning brain. It's different. All right, here we go. Got me off track. Okay. Hello, Tim McKee. How you doing? Ethos on Twitch. We got general reading. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, thanks for stopping by, Jupiter. Saying that, I appreciate it. Okay, Ethos Universe on Twitch. Thank you for the follow, appreciate that. Ethos Universe, general reading. Alright, so what I'm picking up is there's some kind of stubbornness about continuing the way you think life should be for yourself or something like that. Like, you know, you control your own destiny and you're like, I have willpower, I take my life in my own hands. I have my own destiny in my own hands. Problem is that you're not seeing that you're at a crossroads. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with you taking life by your own hands and, you know, doing what you're doing. That's not the problem. The problem is that you're being willfully ignorant to the potential of others' abstract things that you're not used to telling you otherwise, right? Because you've been proven to yourself, you prove to yourself that you're usually generally right about things. There's a subconscious crossroads, 2 of Wands in reverse. And there's a lot going on with the soul. This is kind of like you took life in your own hands because you knew your destiny. It wasn't because you didn't want to change your destiny or something like that. It's like you knew you already came here to do something. But there's some potential sacrifices coming up. I don't know if it's like monetary or physical or abstract or whatever it is. there's some kind of sacrifice you're gonna make with the loved one. I don't know if it's you're in a relationship or something like that. The loved one is also gonna make some potential sacrifice. This could just be a changing of who you are and sacrificing the old self. Kind of like a lot of new music is talking about right now, like Eminem, NF. They talk about like, you know, the old self not working out, and now we're gonna change to a new person, kind of thing, right? Or you're gonna go back to an old person because the new person isn't working, and you're gonna have to rehash and maybe try again or something like that. Because right, you have the moon up here on the outside coming in, the world coming in, which is the hounds of. What is it called again? The Hounds of Lang. Which generally could be a bad card. Like, uh-oh, something's coming to teach you a lesson and you're gonna answer for something because you're missing something, or there's like a piece that you didn't get. And that you have to move through this next phase of your life. It's like in Zelda, you have to have the key for the next room before you can go through the door of the next room or something like that. Right, it's kind of like that. You're in 5 of discs in reverse, which is like that. People are hating on you for what you've done or accomplished or what belongs to you. But it's an illusion. It's part of the moon. It's not like they hate you. It's the fact that they hate that the world isn't moving towards more abundance for all. It's still moving on that progress of subservience to a few overlord masters. So there's a deep part of humanity that is like, we're sick of that, we're done with that, we're trying to move to a new age of mankind, and there's a lot of power and a lot of people that are saying, no, you're gonna keep doing what we tell you to do. So there's that fight that you're probably in the middle of as well, because you're like, I don't know which side to choose. But like I said, there's gonna be some sacrifices made, and you could potentially miss out on some treasure, but there's something better than the physical. There's something better than just obtaining something that's gonna die anyways, or like fade away with time. Like knowledge doesn't fade through time, right? Or there's things that last through time, like legendary shit.
It's been in my fridge.
That's the real treasure in life.
How much am I spending on these? Hey, Erica, did my subscription go up?
When your questions about money turn into questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
Ethos, you still there?
Language. You must download the latest version of the mobile banking app, only available on select mobile devices. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance.
Stupid music.
Bank of America and a member FDIC.
Done with you. Oh, you were listening intently. Okay. Well, right here, look. If you see the picture, it's 5 of discs, 5 of wands with the 6 of discs. These two cards showing, like, I don't know if you can see that. Where's my camera? Which camera is it? This one. So this one's was representing your right hand, which is your projection energy, like what you put out towards the world, your personality, your character, your work, any of that kind of stuff. Any outwardly energy is 5 of wands right now for you, which is like making the barbarians bow to the Atlanteans. That's what that picture is. The Atlanteans using their light scepters and making the barbarians bow to them. Thoth talks about that. Which this would be Emerald Tablet 1. And you're pulling towards you this, which is like a ghost of a woman, right? A past, or it could be an exorcism, or it could be stealing someone's soul. But it's upright, so it's not in reverse. So I look at it like maybe there's like a darker self or a shadow self, shadow work. It could be reflecting that you're trying to pull towards you or what you want, your true desire. Or maybe a loved one, maybe that you want the loved one to do the shadow work and they're not doing it. And you're trying to, you know, influence them in some way to do it with your manipulation or your magic. Anything else, Ethos, before I move on? I don't want to take up too much time on one person. I'm flexing. How you doing? Good morning, y'all. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat here. Anybody else want a reading? I don't see anybody else asking for a reading. Is there anything you want to talk about? Ask questions? I'm only here for like less than an hour now. I'm only going to do 2 hours at a time. And I'm thinking about maybe 2 or 3 times a week doing this. Again. Dodger of Zion, how you doing? And Tim McKee, thanks for the like. If you want a reading, let me know. Oh, Jupiter, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you go ahead. What's up? What do you want a reading about? No, Zion just showed up. Go ahead, Jupiter. What's up? And then Dodger of Zion, I rely more on the actual experts of astrology. I'm not much of an expert in astrology. I don't know all the ins and outs and all the specifics, T's and stuff like that. So I'm not an expert at astrology. I'm pretty good at freaking doing tarot readings, though. I guess. I don't know. Off and on, total of 4 years or more, something like that. Because I'm not always doing readings for people all the time for 4 years. No, it's off and on, total throughout my life. It might be longer than that. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Like I did readings back when I was in my 20s, right? I'm 40 now, so I did readings when I was in my 30s. I did quite a bit of readings over the last 4 years, so yeah. I look good for my age. I don't feel good. With this bald head and the other medical issues I have. Yeah, just let me know whatever you want to read about, and I'll start. I'll pull a deck according to what you ask. C and P? I don't understand, Dodger. Dodger, you came in and said if you would like a quorant, which has to do with asking questions about astrology, right? That's the word, quorant, right? Or am I misunderstanding that? To step to the table, I'm interested. And that's why I said I'm not an astrology expert. Oh, okay. Oh, you had it pre-typed. Ooh, okay. Because maybe you posted it and I didn't see it. Okay. I'm about to reconcile with someone I haven't spoken with in almost 10 years. What do the cards have to say about me reconciling with LGL? Oh, I know what to do. Where is my deck? Aha, here it is. I have Stranger Things. So Stranger Things is perfect for this person and their question because Stranger Things has a love story in it and a reconciling part to it too. Especially in season 3, I think season 3 or 4, when they're with at the skate park and she blasts what's her name in the head. Can't remember. She hits her in the head with a skate. Which you can potentially kill somebody with. All right, here we go. Daughter of Zion, about to reconcile with someone I haven't spoken 10 years. Now, I haven't played with this deck a lot, so I might have to read the book. I just got it like back in May. Let's see here. Reconcile with the Empress, huh? Because that's the first card up here on the top, because you're asking about an outside coming in. Because this is about somebody else and what, you know, if it's going to work. So that would be the top card of my layout, which is the Empress upright. So it looks good off the bat, right? As far as your answer is probably, yeah, it's going to look good. We have the Three of Spokes, which is also the Three of Swords, which is about, you know, things that kind of upset us or depress us because there's no kids, it's just bikes. You also have the Ten of Spokes, which is the Ten of Swords, right? I want to double check and make sure I'm right. So it says Three of Spokes, upright. The friends who ride together stay tied together, and the Ill of Spokes is inviting you to celebrate your people. No crew is tighter than the party, and their friendships have seen them through the good times, the bad times, and the downright strange times. Take inspiration from them and make time for your best friends. They deserve to know how much you love them. So appreciation of the company you have essentially is what your soul is telling you about. So reconcile is also isn't saying I feel bad for what I did, or hey, you know what, I shouldn't have done that, or whatever it is. It's also about acknowledgement. You're in the Hanged Man position right now, which is a new perspective in life. Because in the show, he's like, you know, he's like, fuck everybody, I'm scared, I'm gonna die, they're gonna kill me. But then he ends up being a hero and dying for others, right? And he was like the dope dealer. Eight of Strands here. This is what you're pulling towards you, because you also have the Eight of Spokes in your right hand. Let's see. Let's go back to the Eight of Spokes. Eight of Spokes. What you want, or what you're projecting outwardly, what you want people to see you, or how you want people to see you, or what kind of energy you put outwards towards everyone else or the world. Eight of Spokes. Sometimes you just need to say, I dump your ass and head to the next bus. There's something negative in your life holding you back, and this is a sign to part ways with it. Despite your best efforts, it's not working out, and yes, it will be difficult to say goodbye, but you will be very quickly fill the void with something truly positive. So that's what you're wanting to, like, separate yourself from those who are like in your way or not helping you get anywhere in your life or something like that. And you're pulling the Eight of Strands towards you. The right and the left hand work intangently or tangentially or whatever you want to call it. Work hand in hand, right? And that's what the phrase is, hand in hand. Your left hand is pulling towards you according to what your right hand is projecting as well, and vice versa. So with the Eight of Strands, like the strands of lights flashing in Joyce's house, the Eight of Strands finds you sparkling with momentum. Things are happening, communication is vibrant, your confidence is growing, and you're being called to be decisive. So that's what you're wanting in life. You want that decisive. It's easy to figure out. We know the answers. These are the things. This is what you do. You know, a path laid in front of you and guidelines and stuff like that, so you don't fall in the gutter or whatever. Six of dice is a subconscious blockage. It's in reverse. This might be the answer why or what's going on. Misfortune is never easy, but remember this: the cards of the minor arcana speak to situations that are temporary. You are resilient enough to get past this, but the upside down six of dice warns you that you may be too consumed by what you've lost to see the potential of what you stand to gain. Consider asking yourself whether you're truly mourning or whether you're acting out of habit. The answer may surprise you. So in other words, you've been programmed to act a certain way when circumstances arise. So instead of actually just doing the programming and saying the words, how about you start feeling those things? Actually feel it. Maybe have a tear or two from it, you know? Stop being a robot. Not you. I'm just saying in general, like society, right? Because this is subconscious, so this isn't you specifically. This is something subconscious. This is the programming that we all receive growing up. Because this is subconscious we're talking about. This isn't the upfront who you are kind of stuff. This is the deep locked inside of you thing. You know what both eights are talking about? Okay, yeah, see, two eights, you saw that with one on the right and one on the left. Ken, you have two eights, but one's a spoke and one's a strand. So it's like your lifeline from the spiritual God or universe or whatever you want to believe in. Your lifeline out to the abstract, you know, the afterlife or whatever. Your strand to that is what's keeping you grounded and focused on figuring this out. And if you're open and compassionate and, you know, even if you're like, I don't know how to do that, like, just say that. Just say, I don't know how to do that. And do it with the person that you're trying to reconcile with, and it'll help. It'll give you something to reconcile with. It'll give you a foundation to build upon, if that makes sense. So in other words, you're like reconciling or with somebody is like building a whole new foundation after you destroyed an old building, right? It's like building the Empire State Building all over again, right? After it's been destroyed. It's the same kind of thing. There's going to be emotions. There's going to be, you know, it's a sensitive topic, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and well, you got to be honest too. 100% honest. It won't work if you're not honest. Okay? All right, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. I need a smoke break.
of my soul. The sands of time shift and swirl as I search for truth and meaning. Marked by the eye of Horus, I see the secrets of ancient Egypt. The pyramids hold the key to unlocking my inner power. I am a mystic, a shaman of the unknown. I dance between worlds, I am not alone. With every step I awaken my soul and embrace the power within me. I dive deep into the unknown and discover my true purpose. The spirits of my ancestors guide my way as I journey through the stars. I am connected to all that is, and my heart sings with all belong.
I, Thoth, the Atlantean, master of mysteries, keeper of records, mighty king, magician, living from generation to generation, being about to pass into the halls of Amenti. These records of the might wisdom of great Atlantis, set down for the guidance of those that are to come after. In the great city of Kir, on the island of Undul, in a time far past, I began this incarnation. Not as the little men of the present age did the mighty ones of Atlantis live and die, but rather from eon to eon did they renew their life in the halls of Amenti, where the river of life flows eternally onward. 100 times 10 have I descended the dark way that led into light, and as many times have I ascended from the darkness into the light, my strength and power renewed. Now for a time I descend, and the men of Chem shall know me no more. But in a time yet unborn will I rise again, mighty and potent, requiring an accounting of those left behind me. Then beware, O men of Chem, if ye have falsely betrayed my teaching, for I shall cast ye down from your high estate into the darkness of the caves from whence ye came. Betray not my secrets to the men of the north or the men of the south, lest my curse fall upon ye. Remember and heed my words, for surely will I return again, and require of thee that which ye guard. I, even from beyond time and from beyond death will I return, rewarding or punishing, as ye have requited your trust. Great were my people in the ancient days, great beyond the conception of the little people now around me, knowing the wisdom of old, seeking far within the heart of infinity knowledge that belonged to earth's youth. Wise were we with the wisdom of the children of light, who dwelt among us. Strong were we with the power drawn from the eternal fire. And of all these, greatest among the children of men was my father, Thothme, keeper of the great temple, link between the children of light, who dwelt within the temple, and the races of men, who inhabited the 10 islands, mouthpiece after the 3 of the dweller of Undul, speaking to the kings with the voice that must be obeyed. Grew I there from a child into manhood, being taught by my father the elder mysteries, until in time there grew within the fire of wisdom, until it burst into a consuming flame. Naught desired I, but the attainment of wisdom, until on a great day the command came from the dweller of the temple, that I be brought before him. Few there were among the children of men, who had looked upon that mighty face and lived, for not as the sons of men are the children of light, when they are not incarnate in a physical body. Chosen was I from the sons of men, taught by the dweller so that his purposes might be fulfilled, purposes, yet unborn in the womb of time. Long ages I dwelt in the temple, learning ever and yet ever more wisdom, until I, too, approached the light emitted from the great fire. Taught me he, the path to Amenti, the underworld, where the great king sits upon his throne of might. Deep I bowed in homage before the lords of life, and the lords of death, receiving, as my gift the key of life. Free was I of the halls of Amenti, bound not by death to the circle of life. Far to the stars I journeyed until space and time became as naught. Then having drunk deep of the cup of wisdom, I looked into the hearts of men, and there found I greater mysteries, and was glad. For only in the search for truth could my soul be stilled, and the flame within be quenched. Down through the ages I lived, seeing those around me taste of the cup of death, and return again in the light of life. Gradually from the kingdoms of Atlantis passed waves of consciousness that had been one with me, only to be replaced by spawn of a lower star. In the obedience to the law, the word of the Master grew into flower, downward into the darkness turned the thoughts of the Atlanteans, until, at last in this wrath arose from his Iguanti, the dweller, speaking the word, calling the power, deep in earth's heart, the sons of Amenti heard, and hearing, directing the changing of the flower of fire, that burns eternally, changing, and shifting, using the logos, until that great fire changed its direction. Over the world then broke the great waters, drowning and sinking, changing earth's balance until only the temple of light was left standing on the great mountain Anundal still rising out of the water. Some there were who were living, saved from the rush of the fountains, called to me then the Master, saying, Gather ye together my people. Take them by the arts ye have learned of far across the waters, until ye reach the land of the hairy barbarians, dwelling in cave of the desert. Follow there the plan that ye know of. Gathered I then my people and entered the great ship of the Master. Upward we rose into the morning, dark beneath us lay the temple. Suddenly over it rose the waters, vanished from earth, until the time appointed was the great temple. Fast we fled toward the sun of the morning, until beneath us lay the land of the children of Chem. Raging, they came with cudgels and spears, lifted in anger seeking to slay and utterly destroy the sons of Atlantis. Then raised I my staff and directed a ray of vibration, striking them still in their tracks as fragments of stone of the mountain. Then I spoke I to them in words calm and peaceful, telling them of the might of Atlantis, saying we were children of the sun, and its messengers. Count I them by my display of magic science, until at my feet they grovelled. When I released them, long dwelt we in the land of Chem, long, and yet long again, until obeying the commands of the Master, who while sleeping yet lives eternally, I sent from me the sons of Atlantis, sent them in many directions, that from the womb of time wisdom might rise again in her children. Long time dwelt I in the land of Chem, doing great works by the wisdom within me. Upward I grew into the light of knowledge, the children of Chem, watered by the rains of my wisdom. Blasted I then a path to Amenti so that I might retain my powers, living from age to age a son of Atlantis, keeping the wisdom, preserving the records. Great grew the sons of Chem, conquiring the people around them, growing slowly upwards in soul force. Now for a time I go from among them into the dark halls of Amenti, deep in the halls of the earth, before the lords of the power, face to face once again with the dweller. Raised I high over the entrance a doorway, a gateway leading down to Amenti. Few there would be with courage to dare it, few pass the portal to dark Amenti. Raised over the power that overcomes earth force. Deep yet deeper place I a force house or chamber, from it carved I a circular passage reaching almost to the great summit. There in the apex, set I the crystal, sending the ray into the time-space, drawing the force from out of the ether, concentrating upon the gateway to Amenti. Other chambers I built and left vacant to all seeming, yet hidden within them are the keys to Amenti. Now for a time I go from among them into the dark halls of Amenti, deep in the halls of the earth, before the lords of powers, face to face once again with the dweller. Raised I high over the entrance, a doorway, a gateway leading down to Amenti. Few there would be with courage to dare it, few pass the portal to dark Amenti. Raised over the passage, I, a mighty pyramid, using the power that overcomes earth force. Deep and yet deeper place I a force house chamber, from it carved I a circular passage reaching almost to the great summit. There in the apex, set I the crystal, sending the ray into the time-space, drawing the force from out of the ether, concentrating upon the gateway to Amenti. Other chambers I built and left vacant to all seeming, yet hidden within them are the keys to Amenti. He who in courage would dare the dark realms, let him be purified first by long fasting. Lie in the sarcophagus of stone in my chamber. Then reveal I to him the great mysteries. Soon shall he follow to where I shall meet him, even in the darkness of earth shall I meet him. I, Thoth, Lord of wisdom, meet him, and hold him, and dwell with him always. Built I the great pyramid, patterned after the pyramid of earth force, burning eternally so that it, too, might remain through the ages. In it, I built my knowledge of the ether and science, so that I might be here when again I return from Amenti. I, while I sleep in the halls of Amenti, my soul roaming free will incarnate, dwell among men, in this form or another. Emissary on earth am I of the dweller, fulfilling his commands, so many might be lifted. Now return I to the halls of Amenti, leaving behind me some of my wisdom. Now, I depart from ye, know my commandments, keep them, and be them, and I will be with you, helping, and guiding you into the light. Now before me opens the portal, go I down in the darkness of night.
Alright, I'm back. Everybody there? Oh yeah, thank you, Dodger. Sorry I had to bounce all quick like that. I don't know if you're still here, but if you hear this. What do you want? I get off in 30 minutes. What do you want? Or 25 minutes. Hey, Jupiter, you got your hair? Cool, thank you guys.
An egg sandwich?
You want the last egg sandwich?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody want a reading? Hold on, let me see if anybody wants a reading first. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make her a sandwich. It won't take long because it's already made. I just gotta put it on the bread and give it to her. Here, boys. Yeah. All the water, Bob.
You wash your hands and only use water.
I don't get the drink off. It's soap for when you go poop or pee though. Or if you like touch some raw meat or something. or you go out and touch the trash, or you go play in the dirt. But if you're just chilling at home, you don't need to be washing your hands all the time. No, unless you wipe your butt. You're fine because you took a shower. You're at home. You didn't go anywhere. You wore socks and shoes. You're fine. You're barefoot outside. Grass. You didn't step on dog food barefoot. Calm down. You're all right.
I stepped on toilet paper that I shit.
All right. There.
You only use
All right, there's your,
bubble.
all right, there's your sandwich. I love you. All right, I'm back. If you guys haven't checked out my Emerald Tablets AI videos on my YouTube channel, you should check them out. They're pretty cool. That's what I had playing on when I was on break. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Do you do readings too, Dodger? Like on Twitch, I mean? Just a sec, man. I'll figure this out. You are a streamer, okay. So, streamer follows me, I follow him back. Especially if they don't have a lot of followers, like, you know, hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands. Doesn't hurt to follow people, it's free. Especially if they're being nice to you. Yes, Dad Leto. Or Dat Leto? Dead. Yes. Dat Leto. There you go, buddy. All right. Hey, there's my AI bot. Cool. Let's see here. What do you want a reading about, Dat Leto? Okay. Generating, gotcha. Nah, I feel silly. That'll do. Oh my goodness, I'm silly. I like those moments in life though, when you feel silly or you look silly or you sound silly. if I enjoy it when other people sound silly, or like, you know, back in the day when we were younger, when I was 20 something, and your friends would be like, "Butt fucking dude," you're like, "What? Butt fucking dude? What?" And you're like, "Okay, dude." It's just funny. It's just funny. It's just funny. Welcome to the Moo Crew. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate the welcome. Alright, here we go. General reading, that's right. That'll do. General reading, Twitch. That'll do on Twitch. General reading. Somebody's on your mind. Some feminine presence is on your mind. I don't know. This could be a mom. This could be a lover. This could be anybody. Somebody's on your mind. Because it's these three cards with the subconscious princess here. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe, I don't know. Could be, but there's some feminine acquaintance energy here. Five of Pentacles. I don't know what this poverty outside coming in. Is it the economics? Is it you don't like seeing others suffer, or it could be you? But this is outside. General reading, right? The outside. I don't know. Let's see. Right hand is what you are projecting, or the energy you put outwardly. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is where you are in your life, your present, current moment, right now in this very moment. Nine of Cups in reverse. Your left hand is the what you want, truly desire, what you pull towards you. Your alternative motives, your secret agendas is Queen of Cups in reverse. Your subconscious, your spiritual or connection from the world to the universe or God, whatever. Princess of Swords in reverse. This is usually the inner child, subconscious, shadow side of your mind. And then your soul or your spiritual side before you were born. Kind of like your destiny path and all that kind of stuff, or what you thought your life would be before you were born. Five of Swords is your message for now, like where you're going, or what your answers, or what kind of path you're on. Three of Wands in reverse is right behind it, and the Four of Wands, the Emperor in reverse. You might have to deal with tyrant, because the Emperor in reverse could be a tyrant dictator. So since you asked a general reading, I'm going to be a general reading for you. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to be generalized. Unless there's something you want to ask. More specific. Or that'll do, huh? That'll do? That'll do. You're welcome. Because I don't want to pry into people's business unless they're like open about it. So like if you're like, I want a general reading, well, I'm gonna try to be general because I don't know. I don't want to cross any lines. I don't want to step on any toes as much as I can, right? This is generally a dancing art, being entertainer or of sorts, right? I can give you an oracle card if you'd like. Would you like an oracle card to go with that reading? I can always do that too. If anyone wants an oracle card, you can ask for that too. Yes, I am, Dark Gamer. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you? What would you like a reading about? Hey, don't forget, subscribe, like, and share if you haven't already. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, this is epic stuff here we got. So I'm going to use the epic deck here. All right, Dark Gamer, just a sec here.
I'm hungry.
What do you want?
I don't know.
And is it Shazab that you pronounced it?
Huh?
Or is that how I pronounce it, I should say?
Pronounce what?
The name's Shazeb?
Let me see it.
Right here, let's see. Shazeb.
Yeah, I don't know. She said, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Why does it smell like, what's the candy called? I don't know if it's candy, but I know it's a fruit.
There's yogurts. Do you want a yogurt? He's a Sagittarius, huh? You know, my dad's a Sagittarius. 1960, December 2nd, I think. I might be December 3rd. I always get confused. You're also a Sag Jupiter. You know, I have 3 planetary alignments in Sag. I have Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune in Sag. All 3 of them were in Sag for me when I was born. And my dad's a Sag, so I don't know. I don't know what that means. It means something. All right, here we go. Shazam, Dark Gamer, what's going on? Alright, so here's your answer. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Dark Gamer, this is your answer to your question. I don't know, what does this picture tell you about Shazam? It would focus. It's not focusing. There it goes.
Hey, Dad. That's a guy, by the way, Mina. Ooh. Brother, ooh.
You're silly.
Why is he not wearing a shirt?
Because he's about to fly.
And
it's hot.
I can fly.
And he's going to be near the sun, so he's going to sweat.
Dad,
What?
there's a question.
Huh.
Which type of stuff are you reading?
Tarot cards.
Those.
Yes.
Like those type of cards.
Yes.
Why didn't you read
All right, go, girls. I'm about to get off. Let me finish, and then I'll come talk to you. Okay?
After this, can you play Roblox?
If you leave me alone until I'm done, I'll come get you.
Come on, let's play Roblox. Let's wait until we can play Roblox. But my tablet's
Transformation, jumping off, transformation, leap of faith, full, potentially, right? The full card is also kind of like that, right? But instead of a dog telling him, hey, don't, you're about to fall off a cliff, he's got his wings. He's prepared. He's ready. That's the 5 of Swords, by the way. So the 5 of Swords is conflict, right, generally. But this picture is depicting someone who's ready for combat, ready to go out into action, prepared, been trained. They have what they need. They're specialists. You know, they're used for certain reason. Only at certain times. Right now in your life, you are going through a 9 of books in reverse. This is where you are in your life right now. That's what this card represents.
Hey, Dad, can I ask you a question?
What?
Do you know, like, whenever they, like, play a game, like, they always do sponsors and stuff? Like that? Because, I don't know.
It looks like some kind of big mechanical machine destroying a village, but it's in reverse, so that would be like kind of an opposite, or like the aftermath. Maybe that's where you are right now in your life. Maybe somebody wreaked havoc on you, or you wreaked havoc on yourself, and this is the aftermath, or this
do
is
you know where the bread is?
or you're preventing it. You're doing your best to stop something like that. What?
I'm trying to make a sandwich.
Can you just wait, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. What also is going on here is a clue is your subconscious is the lovers in reverse. Like you said when you came in here, you were talking about this. It's upright like this, but it's upside down. So your physical body may have been through some abuse, maybe, I don't know. Or your emotional heart has been. Or maybe both. Your right hand is what you project, or the atmosphere, or your energy, or your aura, or who you are, generally, your character. This is 5 of cups in reverse, or chalices. Upright, it would be someone pouring out their cup, or filling their cup up from fresh water, or washing their cup. But it's in reverse. So this is more of being underwater but not realizing it. But with the character, so this is telling us that you have a lot on your mind and your heart that you don't talk about a lot, that you need to talk about. And your left hand is what you're pulling towards you. This is what you want, your true desires, your real motives, your real things that you don't tell people, and why you are who you are. And this is upright. But it's upside down, so it's a 6 of cups. Upright would be like a yin-yang karmic dance, fighting over the emotions, being like, I'm right, no, I'm right with my emotions. But it's in reverse, so this is more anarchy based and not based in logic. There's no real good heart emotions. This is more of a envy, jealous. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna one up you because I did this, or I'm better at this, or I'm the more victim than you are. So that's what you're pulling towards you. I don't know why you're pulling towards you, victim mentality, or why you are, or why you're fighting over things or one-upping each other. I don't know why you would want that.
Mom called.
Am I done? Am I done, Trinity?
No.
Thank you. Alright, so we have also your soul destiny, or your path is warning you of a 5 of books in reverse. Although you may think nobody knows, people know. And you're gonna get exposed if you don't come out and deal with it. But that's part of your path. You're on a soul mission to learn some soul lessons to take on with you to the next life or whatever. I think this is all just part of your karmic dance in your life. There's some reconcile we talked about earlier with another person you can do, right? To help smooth out the soul energy so you don't have some crazy future karmic dance with this person. So that would be good. Reconcile and just try to be friends maybe or something, or because this is more about you need to work on yourself and do your shadow work. Are you like going through a Saturn return maybe or something? Dark Gamer, you still there? No, I'm doing okay right now. All right. Well, I gotta go soon. Is there anything else you want to talk or ask about before I go? You healed enough since a few months? I don't know if you've healed enough per se, because like you're still gonna, there's a lot more to come. I mean, you've healed enough to move on, so I can say yeah, you've healed enough to move on. Other than he's going to take a leap of faith and he's prepared and ready to do what he's done. Maybe it's something he's been working on and preparing for a long time. I don't know. Whatever it is, he's about to take off. That's all I got on the report. The rest of it, it's about you. Most of my readings are about individuals themselves asking the questions. I do give them an answer to their question, but my reading is mostly about you. That depends on if he's your twin flame. In a year or two you'll meet up again or whatever, or you'll still know each other, or you'll still be talking, and it'll work out that way. It's not a now thing. If it is meant to be or whatever, it's a later thing if it is meant to be. Right now he's got to do his own thing. He's got to go out and do whatever the heck it is that he's been doing. Right, exactly. You got it. Because if he's your twin, he'll work on himself too. Exactly. If twin flames, or whatever people want to call it, soul bubbles, soul whatever, the closest souls or whatever, if they're really yours, they'll go through very similar experiences, and you'll be like best friends when you talk about your life. You'll be like, oh my god, I had the same similar kind of shit. That's how me and my wife are. We didn't meet till we were 30 years old, and we had 30 years almost of the very similar or identical situations in life. So we're like two peas in two pods, right? Or two peas in a pod. I mean, not two pods. Two peas in a pod or whatever. Yeah, just relax. Take your life easy. Go have fun. Don't be serious about romantic shit right now, because you still got to heal some of that subconscious shit. But yeah. Just try to be inner child, young, free, and fun. Don't think about romance anymore so much for a little bit, like a year or two. Give yourself a break from that, okay? And that'll help heal more of your deeper wounds, the deep ones that you are not aware of, or you're not connecting, or you're not thinking about, or you're not understanding what I'm saying with, because you're like, wait, I've healed enough. You'll see, it'll come. All right, well, thank you guys. I'm gonna put it on the ending stream screen, but I am gonna play the recent Emerald tablets, my AIR videos. You won't be able to see them, but I'm just gonna play the sound, so you're just gonna hear them. If you want to see them, you have to go to my YouTube channel and go watch them. They're currently in short only form on YouTube, but once I get tablet 2 all the way done with the shorts, I come out with the full tablet 2 in another, with more art, different art, in another video with not shorts. It'll be 16 by 9 or by 10 or whatever the normal video would be.
The halls of Ameni, far beneath the islands of sunken Atlantis, halls of the dead and halls of the living, bathed in the fire of the infinite all. Far in a past time, lost in the space-time, the children of light looked down on the world, seeing the children of men in their bondage, bound by the force that came from beyond. Knew they that only by freedom from bondage could man ever rise from the earth to the sun. Deep in earth's heart lie the halls of Ameni, far down they descended and created bodies, taking the semblance of men as their own. The masters of everything said after their forming, we are they, who were formed from the space dust, partaking of life from the infinite all, living in the world as children of men, like and yet unlike the children of men. Then for a dwelling place, far neath the earth crust, blasted great spaces they by their power, spaces apart from the children of men, surrounded them by forces and power, shielded from harm they the halls of the dead. Down they descend.